Hard coded in the shows I'm in. Know some people who done crossed me, won't let go again. Took some L's, but I took that shit right to the chin. Don't say congrats if you wasn't with me in the gym. No bitch.
Yo, peace and harmony, family. It's your one and only Divine Frost, and we back with another episode of Facts Over Feelings. Hey, gang, 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 gang. Um, so this episode, this episode, we gonna talk about yeah. This episode, we gonna talk a little about um just electric beings, how we are electric beings, and you feel me, what that means and whatnot. um yeah, we gonna get in a little bit about um electric foods we should be eating, alkaline food. um and yeah, just yeah, you already know how we do it, man. We just about to hop into it. Okay, so first thing first, humans. We are humans. You know what I'm saying? If you if you break down human, it breaks down to hue man. And you feel me? The If you look up what best this defines a hue, it's a attribute of colors that permits them to be classed as red, yellow, green, blue, or an intermediate between any contagious pair of these colors. Red with an orange hue. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's describing our aura. Um, as a human, we are an attribute of a color. We are an attribute of a color that permits them to be classified as specific colors. So, meaning each individual is the mind, not the physical body. So, we are that's just like if you ever heard you know, well, we all heard of this. You can be whatever you want to be. That is pertaining to the magnet that we have naturally built inside our body. That's our heart. Our heart is a natural magnet that we have. And that so our heart is where, you feel me, everything that we truly, truly, truly desire. That's where it's at. And then our mind helps us bring that into reality, make that a reality. So without the mind, the physical body in the world, this physical world would cease to exist. The mind is spirit, and the mind is the intellect that manipulates the physical body and the world around us. So without the mind, we wouldn't have none of this because everything came from the mind first. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, the mind is like a frequency tuner. You it's tuning itself into different frequencies. So
It's
that's
12
why
o'clock.
that's why music has a huge effect on us because it's frequency. That's why they had to change the frequency from it being 432 hertz, and they had to change it to a more disruptive. Hold on, I got you. Yeah, I talked about it in the depths of the mind. So they changed it from 432 hertz, which is the frequency of the universe, which is arouses feeling of harmony. They changed it to 440 hertz. Most music nowadays is 440 hertz, which enhances hostility and disrupts the sequence of thought and disconnects the brain, the left and the right hemisphere. I talked about in that I talked more about that in the depths of the mind episode. You can go check that out. Um and yes, I also talked about the different frequencies and what they do and how they affect us as people. So y'all can go and look at that, listen to that one and watch that video to get a more understanding of frequency. And then so now back to it. So the mind exists within the mental plane, which all of our minds are on the mental plane. Just like if you seen the movie Soul, when he start playing the piano and he get in his zone. You know what I'm saying? When he get to playing this, when he get to playing the piano and shit, and he get to zoning out, that's what the mental plane is. That's how it was all types of people there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that accessed that and they knew that they was there. You know what I'm saying? On that plane. And that's the same thing with like Earth, the flat Earth, you know, all that the quote unquote flat Earth theory, that we're on a plane. Earth is a plane. It's like levels. You know, you heard it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the mental plane is shared through all our minds. And now that goes into the next thing I want to talk about, the ether. If you're a Marvel fan, you heard of the ether. That's one of the Infinity Stones. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reason why you don't it's a reason why we don't know much about the ether, and that's because in 1908 all the science books, they changed all the science books. They switched them out. You know what I'm saying? They they kept it they kept that information away from us because the ether explains what what we are basically. You know what I'm saying? That explains everything. The ether. You you ever read about when you was younger, did they ever teach you about magnetism, or when they was teaching us about great minds and, you know, inventors and whatnot, was Nikola Tesla in there at all? Hmm? Nah, that's because they don't they don't want us to know the truth. The school books, the school system is all a setup. It's all lies. They just made up some bullshit so you can waste 12 years of your life, and then they introduced the thing college so you can waste more years of your life. They're not teaching you anything. They're not teaching us real stuff. They're not teaching us about wealth. They're not teaching us about taxes. They're not teaching us about credit cards. They're not teaching us about credit. They're not teaching us about how to save money, how to manage a business, how to run a business, how to start a business, how to they don't school only teaches you how to be a student, how to be basically how to be a follower. It doesn't teach leaders. And if you are a leader, oh, school will definitely humble you quick because they gonna make you feel like you not no leader, you know, especially the black students. You know how many uh you know how many black boys grow up and the teachers tell them that they not gonna do V shit? They not gonna do nothing with their life. They probably gonna end up dead or in jail. Like, do you know what that does psychologically to a kid? A young man. It don't matter what he doing. You shouldn't tell him that. You should okay, so what should I be doing instead? Because maybe that's all you got in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting off subject. But anyway, back to yeah, Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds ever. That's not talked about. They tried to hide him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look up his most famous invention. It looked just like the Ankh. This. It looked just like the Ankh, the Egyptian Ankh. His Nikola Tesla's electric oscillator. You know what I'm saying? Go look that up. Go look that up. I'm about to show y'all on the screen. Hold on. Oscillator. I'm about to show y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Check this out. It looked just like it looked just like a unk. Look at it. It looked just like a unk. See that? Just like the unk. They don't want you to know this. Why did he make it like the unk? Because he studied, excuse me, he studied in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? He studied in Egypt. They not gonna tell you that. A lot of their great teachers, inventors, whatever they want to call them, they got their greatness from Africans. You know what I'm saying? But you, like I said, all of them they came and studied in Africa for all their knowledge. Any great person they try to tell you about, they got their teachings and they learned from Africans. You know what I'm saying? So back to he has a famous quote and he said, "The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will have made more progress in one decade than all previous centuries of existence." So that's basically him saying we should be exploring the things that we can't see, the unseen. You know what I'm saying? The 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 um the mental plane. You know what I'm saying? The is studying the way our brain works, studying the connection of everything in the universe. Those type of things, like that's the type of stuff that we should be learning, how we connect to nature, which Nikola's Tesla's the Ankh in his invention are ways how we connect to nature. That's the womb. The Ankh is a womb. It's a portal. It shows the portal. That's what a womb is. It's a portal to the physical world. See, it's a science even down to the woman. You feel me? Um, we because like I said, everything we're electric beings. They got us eating all this heavy food, and you feel me, and dead food excuse me, that's literally that's literally killing us slowly, and they know it. That's killing us slowly. We're not supposed to eat. You're supposed to be energized when you eat food. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do around us is controlled and enabled by electrical signals. It's running through our body. Everything. That's how we move. That's how we think. That's how we talk. That's how any little thing that we do, it comes from electrical signals going through our body. Electricity is everywhere. Our cells are specialized to conduct electrical currents. I'm sorry. Um, electricity electricity is required for the nervous system to send signals throughout the body into the brain. Like I said, that's how we move, think, talk, feel, everything. The elements in our bodies like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium have specific electrical charges. Now, again, the episode that I had that I did a while ago called Depths of the Mind. Go back and listen to that, and then you'll understand more what that means. So our cells, they use the charge, they use these charged elements, basically called ions, to generate electricity. Electricity is a key to health, vitality, and survival. Now, we must eat foods that contains high energy electrons because as melanated carbonated beings, we are made up of 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. You know what I'm saying? So that goes back to that 666. We should be eating alkaline foods that help the body heal and nourish itself. Because our body is a machine, it can heal itself. It can, you know. Fasting is one of the quickest ways for the body to heal itself. You know, the doctors aren't going to tell us that. Hospital ain't going to tell you that. You shouldn't be eating all the cooked food and, heavy foods and dead flesh. That's bad for us. That's where all these diseases and stuff come from. And then they got us hooked on it. And people, oh, I can't stop, bro. I can't let go of the chicken, bro. I can't stop eating the chicken, bro. All right, well, go ahead and get colon cancer because the chicken nowadays, whatever that stuff is, it increases the rate for black men with colon cancer. Just so you know that. You know what I'm saying? These remember when I said about aura. These these things will weaken your aura. Here's a list of things that pretty much guarantee to weaken your aura. Basically, speaking it's lack of boundaries, lack of speaking the truth, lack of living your truth, shaming yourself, the vibration of fear. So that also comes with food. Because if you're eating low vibrational food, that's keeping you in your lowest chakra. If you're in your lowest chakra, you're always living in fear because that is the red. You're always in fear. It's you're always in survivor mode. You know what I'm saying? Lack of sun exposure. No sun. That weakens your aura too, Bucko. Ungratefulness, poor diet, dehydration, drama, over attachment to the physical. So I had so many people because I moved states. I moved away from my hometown. I didn't move, my whole family didn't pick up and everything to move. I did it myself. I got a lot of people. Oh, bro, I couldn't do that, bro. My family, I couldn't leave my family, bro. I couldn't. Why are you attacked? What does your family have to do with anything? You can still see them. You can still talk to them. Go do what you feel that you need to do in this world versus letting them stop you. Because that's all really it is. Even when it come down to kids, take them damn kids too. Don't stop don't you feel me? Like you can still take care of your kids and chase your dreams at the same time. Like kids aren't dream killers. Well, they're not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Limiting self-limiting beliefs. That goes with religion. If you believe you ain't powerful, then you ain't gonna be powerful. Simple as that. Lack of movement, exercise. You ain't exercising every day. Your aura is gonna be pretty weak, Bucko. You know what I'm saying? Going against your values, lack of fresh air, sleeping near electrical devices. So if y'all sleep with your phone, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I should be pretty far away. I'd be upset sometimes. I don't even hear my alarm. You feel me? But hey, you got to learn how to do these different things. You got to learn how to adapt to positivity because we've been programmed so bad that we love negativity. We used to it. You know what I'm saying? Last one, disconnection from nature. That's one of the biggest ones. You gotta be in tune with nature. Folks be out here, oh, bro, I ain't about to be talking to no trees. All right. They don't talk to the trees then. Hey, do your thing, Bucko. But just know this tree got more knowledge than the book you read, than that college you going to, and that HBCU that you going to. Hey, that don't mean that it ain't got nothing to do with our history. Just because they a historical black college, that ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? Spelman, all them majority of them HBCUs is as slave master's wife's last name. Spelman was a slave master. That's her. That was his wife's last name. You know what I'm saying? That was a slave master's wife last name Spellman. I forgot the name. I That ain't really important, but anyway, y'all can look it up. Spellman is the last name of a slave owner's a slave master of his wife, Spellman. You know what I'm saying? Um that energy goes into remember when I said a spectrum of light. Hold on. Uh here we go. That's where I was at. So again, our mind is generally operating off one specific frequency at a time. You know what I'm saying? Based upon our daily thinking patterns. And then frequency also has a color. So therefore our mind is manifesting colors within the astral plane based off what frequency our mind is operating on. So that again goes, you feel me, vibration, frequency. If you're at a low vibration, low frequency, that's when you get red. You know what I'm saying? The color of the devil and shit like that. Hell. You know what I'm saying? We all should aim to vibrate high frequency, purple, violet. You know what I'm saying? I, Colors that's high on the light spectrum. Now that brings me to uh the alphabet group, and the alphabet group. So that that's telling us information as well, right here. If you go right here, you see everybody know what a rainbow look like. You see the rainbow, right? You see how it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, violet. Y'all see that? It go the top of it if you look at the colors. So this these are our chakras. See if y'all see something familiar. Now, this is the chakras. All right. Chakras. Now, see violet, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, right? Top to bottom. But then the rainbow, you know what I'm saying? The rainbow is the opposite. Hmm. Now, why would they choose the rainbow to represent this? Hmm. Upside down, the opposite. Y'all get it? Okay. So they have red on top, which is the lowest chakra. That is the lowest state that you can be in. That is your animalistic state of mind. You're not supposed to stay down there, but big dog, like you're not supposed to be down there, bro. Where is that? Here we go. All right. So that the red is first. That is the emotion for red is for survival. Then you're going, then so you're always, like I said, fight or flight mode, survival. You feel me? Survival mode. That's why they put red first. They want you in survival mode. They want to keep you as far as away from violet and vibrating high at a high frequency as possible. So that's where the food comes in to keep your to weaken your aura and to keep you at a lower state of mind. You know what I'm saying? All of these things is attack of our mind, just like the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? So the planes of existence, we got the physical, which we're here now, and then we have ethical. Then we have the lower astral. Then we have the middle astral. Then the higher astral, and then the mental plane. So these planes, these planes are important that we know because you can travel throughout those. We can travel through those. You know what I'm saying? But we can only do that. We can only do that if we take care of our bodies. If we know that we're electrical beings, and we eating the right stuff and putting the right things in our body and learning the right things. You know what I'm saying? You have to meditate. You have to do certain things. You have to ground. You gotta walk in the grass with socks off. You gotta do these type of things. That's we're in, like I said, we're energetic beings. So those type of things that helps strengthen you. You know what I'm saying? That helps strengthen us. Now, Rockefeller, the education system, created words like pseudoscience. So when people get close to the truth and they start to spread truth, people, bots and other people in the mass will say, oh, that's pseudoscience. That's pseudoscience. We don't, there's no proof of that. That's because they aren't telling us about the unseen. You know what I'm saying? Words like that in conspiracy, those were created to further hide the truth. You know what I'm saying? Those those wasn't those words wasn't to make, real words. Like those words are literally distraction words. So when people like me get to preaching the truth and saying, how they really the aliens and the Pleiadians, and getting to talk about, you feel me, getting going in on their ass and how they came through to our planet Kai, through the Caucasus Mountains and all that stuff. When we get to talk about that, then they could, that's where that word conspiracy comes in. Oh, he's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like the the real world is when we were children. How we see it as children. Then when we grow up, they start to groom us. We get groomed as we grow up. They don't want us to see the real things because imaginary friends and all that type of stuff. Yeah, that's real. Whatever's in your mind is real. Mud pies and all that stuff. That's real to you or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever is doing it, that's real. Um, yeah, like you, the children are the future. I know y'all heard that, and we get taught and told things and told stories, and we are forced to believe them, like especially with the religion stuff. They tell you don't question God. That's limiting you. You have to ask questions to understand things. So now that's basically, they want you to blindly follow Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, hold on. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Fun fact time. Fun fact time. All right. Um, Fun fact. So, did you know? Did you know where the swan flu came from? So I just it this is just about putting two and two together. The fun fact. So so another name for the pig or the hog is swan, right? That's another name for it. So, like I said, swan flu, and it's an animal that's called swan. Oh, okay. Hey, Devon, where are you going with this, bro? All right, I'm gonna let you know. Swan is a pig, which is pork, and folks love pork, aka bacon. You know what I'm saying? So how else do you think that humans started getting swine flu? Hmm, maybe from eating too much swine. Swine flu came from the swine that you're not supposed to be eating because it's a filthy animal. Hmm. 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 You know what I'm saying? Like, um, yeah. So it's just little things like that. Little fun fact, you feel me? Little things like that, like we don't think about because they got us in our lower state of mind. Like, um, you can't think straight. You can't think of the bigger picture. You can't see the bigger picture. You're not thinking of a bigger picture when you at your lower state. You can't. All you thinking about is surviving. That's why. That's why the people in the hood and whatnot, they not thinking about eating healthy. They don't care about helping each other. They don't care about none of that. They just in survival mode. You stuck in a box. That's why it's called a project, or that's why it's called the projects. You know what I'm saying? Because they have us stuck. You're stuck. You can't. You only thinking about surviving. They cloned Tyrone. They told us. They showed us in the movie with the chicken. They got to keep you. They keep you entertained, laughing. The TV shows, the ignorant shows, housewives, all that shit, drama. Remember, I said that's one of the ways to weaken your aura. You know what I'm saying? Always involved in drama. Always listening to drama, around drama, watching drama. They got a whole genre of TV called drama. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that's the type of things they use to manipulate us as electrical beings. You know, like I said, then they take the information like our chakras. Instead of teaching us about the chakras, they give us the alphabet group, and they switch the chakras. They turn it upside down. That's you know what I'm saying. Like I said, chakra means wheels of energy in through the body. Oh, Eric? Yeah. So shit like that. We gotta know these things because that's how they get us. They manipulate us. You know, we gotta know things like our body, that's equivalent to Earth. Our mind is equivalent to the moon. It has connections. Our soul has connections to the sun. We have to know these things. These are things that they're not telling us. They're not going to teach us. They don't want us to know these things. You feel me? That's why they hide these things. We as people, we gotta do our own research. We gotta learn these things. We gotta understand what we are. So then once you understand that, you understand all the distractions and the the negative things they put in our face to distract us from knowing ourselves, getting to know ourselves, growing as ourselves. Like I said, the music, the frequency, they play music everywhere all the time for everything. That's a negative thing. What? That is a negative thing. That's a negative thing. The frequency, we're not worried about. So we're eating low vibrational food. We're listening to low vibrational music. We're not exercise. Come on, bro. That's how they getting us. The diseases and stuff. It's getting in our body from the food. Then we're not doing the extra things to keep to eliminate it or keep those things out. We're electric. We're electrical beings. Our emotions. Our emotions can be easily manipulated. Easily. Easily. All you have to do is know somebody more than they know themselves. That's why That's why being in religion is such a big thing, such a negative thing for the black community, because you are taught, especially Christianity, you are taught to fear God. You're not supposed to live in fear of anything, especially especially your creator. That's just like you don't fear, like you don't fear your parents. At least you're not supposed to. You're supposed to love your parents, you know? And then I had somebody try to, try to define the fear that you have, like, oh no, you fear your parents from when you're doing something bad. You have fear from your parents because when you're doing something, that's not the same thing, Bucko. Your creator. This creator is supposed to be all knowing, all loving, omnipresent, omnipotent, all that. So that means this creator should already know how you are going to be when when it creates you, since that is your creator. That means you cannot judge your creations, the things they don't know. So it's a manipulation on the mind to get you to live in fear, which is a low frequency, low vibration. Just the thought, having the thought of killing for your enjoyment, to eat it, that's low vibration. That's why that's why majority of the philosophers, they say that is a huge part of being, not eating flesh, not being hooked on killing to satisfy your physical body, because to be honest, we don't really need those things. It's not even we don't really need it. We don't need it at all. um we don't need those things because, like I said, they ruin the aura. The drinking alcohol that destroys the spirit. They have us so hooked and used to negativity. People don't even care about their spirit and their soul anymore. People don't have morals. They don't help people. They don't do good deeds no more. It's all about self. It's all about self, 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 self. And that's one of the lowest vibrations, one of the lowest frequencies. You know what I'm saying? So again, the depths of the mind episode that I had, when I talk about the different frequencies and what they do and the angel numbers and stuff like that, that it all goes to us being spiritual electrical beings. The spirit is electric. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the nervous system, it's all electrical. We are electric. We're not supposed to eat dead flesh. You eat foods that energize you. In the Bible, it breaks it down. It also says it, but again, they put so many, like, they put so many stories and parables and everything. They get you to, like, go believe this and believe that and believe this, and it talks about everything except for self. The pineal gland, it talks about that as well in there. That goes back to electrical beings. You gotta get those connections. If you're eating low vibrational food, that fucks up the connection to your brain. You're not getting those signals. You know what I'm saying? The signals block. So now from your higher self, from your God self, you're not getting those messages. You're not understanding those messages, excuse me. You're not. So again, it goes to everything: exercising, eating healthy, thinking positive, doing things that make that, again, truly in your heart. So take, for instance, for example, for like me, I I joined a run club. I'm about to start doing yoga. I'm about to start doing Pilates and shit. Like just stuff to keep me moving, keep me active. You know what I'm saying? Test my mind. I was thinking about trying a little sewing class, stuff like that. Hey, try it out. Do different things so we don't have to be hooked on the negative things. So like I'm trying I want to be as busy as possible so then I don't be on my phone as much. These 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 devices, though they're distracting us, that puts so much information, whether it's false or truth, in somebody's head. Like they don't know what to believe. That's why veganism gets such, a bad name now because people like, oh, veganism got so many rules and yada yada yada. It's no. Excuse me. Veganism is supposed to be about morals. Veganism, you don't we don't condone the killing of the slaughtering of animals because that's just not moral. You're still killing somebody just because it's not a human. You're still killing something for you for your physical satisfaction. And we're not starving. That should be the last thing you ever want to eat is flesh. When we're first born, like I said, when we're children, that's how the world really is. Children, we eat fruit all day, every day. Kids don't need that to grow. If you look at a baby when they first born, you don't feed them flesh. You know what I'm saying? All they need is the nutrition from the mother. They growing perfectly fine. And then it's so weird how they get, when they get walking 2, 3, 4, then we give them flesh, table food and shit. They didn't grow up like that. They had no problems 1, 2, and 3, and then all of a sudden you start giving them McDonald's and Burger King and stuff like that. For what? Because it's cheap. It's cheap for a reason. It's cheap for a reason. You're not getting protein from that. I see people all the time. Like, I wonder why people still eat meat. And some of them, oh well, you still got to get your protein. We still got to get your protein. But look at you. And this is not talking down on nobody. This is not talking down. We being honest. Facts over feelings. You know what I'm saying? Rare naked truth. Look at you. You can't you protein, you're getting more fat. You're not getting protein. They're tricking you. You're ruining your vessel, your car. That's just like when you get inside your car, you give it the correct gas, right? You give it the correct gas, you give it the correct oil. You're not going to put different oil in your car that is not supposed to go in your car. Same with your body. You shouldn't put the bad things in there. That's why, now people say life is short and all that stuff. Yeah, because we don't take care of ourselves no more. We don't take care of ourselves. We're not learning about ourselves and learning about our different blood types and learning about, you feel me, what mineral we're lacking. If we're lacking magnesium, calcium, iron, and stuff like that. That that is all what comes with veganism. And that has a lot to do with us being electrical beings. That's why you're not supposed to eat certain things. And I might sound like a broken record, but it's important. We gotta know these things because you can't elevate. You cannot elevate if you're eating dead flesh. You can't. Eventually in your journey, if you're on a positive journey, eventually you're gonna give up. You're gonna give that up because you're gonna recognize that it makes you sluggish. You're gonna recognize on your good days, you're eating light. And on your lazier days, it's because you ate heavy. You're going to notice those type of things. And like I said, that's why they didn't put that type of stuff in the books about the ether, about the human body, about our bodies, because they don't want us to know these things, how we can unlock certain, You feel me? Certain genes, certain things in our body, X-Men and whatnot. Those those are all examples of electrical beings. They are accessing they are accessing more of their DNA. They're unlocking more of their DNA. You can only do that if you take care of yourself. Um, what I got. So another fun fact. We got another fun fact. So did you know that kale has more protein than supposedly the meat? And I say supposedly the meat because I don't really know what that is, so I'm not even gonna call it meat anymore. But yeah, did y'all know protein has more? I mean, I said protein. Did y'all know kale has more protein than meat? So, so y'all should be out there eating kale, just like in the last episode when I told you about the gorilla, about the gorilla eating greens, big and strong. That's the real protein. Legumes, however you say it, legumes. You know what I'm saying? Nuts, seeds. You know what I'm saying? We gotta eat stuff like that. We gotta eat our greens. That's where the protein come from. The better you eat, the better you eat, the better you are. The better you are, the better you think. The better you think, the better you move. The better you move, the better you live. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take care of our mind. If you take care of your mind, and which comes with taking care of your body, because your mind will strengthen when you take care of your body. It's all one. It's all one. It's all one. And it and even the crystals can help. Even certain crystals can help you with, you feel me, heal the body, can help you with your emotions, can help you with different things like that. So just we gotta get in tune. We gotta get in tune and recognize the manipulation of things. The restaurants, they those also manipulate our chakras as well. The colors, I talk about it all the time. It's a reason why the fast food, if you look at all the fast food restaurants, they're all low vibrational colors. You know what I'm saying? Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, Bojangles, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, um, Pizza Hut, like Papa John's. They're all manipulating of our chakras. Certain ones like Papa John's or Starbucks, those are manipulating the heart chakra. That's why they got green in it. You know what I'm saying? And then you already know red, yellow, orange. Them McDonald's, Burger Kings, Wendy's. We already you already know about those. So I ain't even gotta lowest chakras, low vibrational food. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because when you cook food at home, the food the food don't get done that fast. So I don't even know why people don't question how is this food fast? How is y'all making it so fast? Like, hmm, y'all not thinking that. If it's real. Because when you go to a restaurant and you sit down and you say you want your steak rare, it don't come out in 2 minutes. You sitting there waiting, you having a whole conversation and stuff. They cooking your food versus fast food. You getting it in, you going through the drive through. What is that? How is that possible? They don't know what you already want. You know what I'm saying? They giving you microwave chicken. They giving you microwave fake chicken, lab grown chicken that don't do nothing. You wonder what for 3 meals a day. That's also keep you at a lower frequency, low vibration. Again, you're heavy. You're eating heavy foods. We're light beings, supposed to be light. I ain't talking about body types. You feel me? Because of course we got different body types, but like we're not supposed to be the obese levels and whatnot. Though that's where it gets bad. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're in the age of Aquarius, which is the age of knowing, which is the age of abundance. So yeah, it's starting to come out. The truth starting to come out there. If you out there, like I said, and you watching any superhero movies or superhero TV shows, that's you. You can do those things. That's why they got the movies like that. You gotta lock in though. You can't be out here eating all this dead flesh. You gotta wise up. It's other things. Veganism is not boring. You can make anything that you regularly eat, you can make it veganized. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main, that's one of the pineal gland is one of the main things that's attacked. The pineal gland, it's like another organ. You know what I'm saying? That's very, very, very important. We got to take care of the pineal gland. Don't calcify it. Dairy products. You know what I'm saying? We gotta watch out for things like that. That's why that's why a lot of us, where is it? Hold on. That's why a lot of us live, we are followers because we're missing that connection to our higher self. So we that also in your gut feeling. That's another thing. The connections to your body, their gut feeling. That's why when bad things happen, low key, we can see into the future. Your gut feeling that you shouldn't probably do something or shouldn't be going somewhere, or that little feeling, yeah, that's a real feeling. You can disrupt that. You can disrupt that connection, so then you won't be getting those type of signals, those type of messages like a, nah, I shouldn't probably go this way. You won't get those because you're drunk. You're ruining, you feel me, you're ignoring that. You're listening to your lower self when you're doing stuff like that, you know ruining yourself. That's just ruining yourself. And they know this. That's why it's promoted so much. They know these things. That's what keeps us in the cycle of reincarnation here, the physical. Reincarnation is supposed to, that's supposed to be an elevation, uh like a butterfly, like a caterpillar and a butterfly. You feel me? The caterpillar goes into the cocoon and it quote unquote dies, but then it reincarnates as the butterfly. Now, instead of just crawling, you feel me? The caterpillar can fly. Elevation. That's what we're supposed to be able to do, with this. We're the caterpillars in this little life, and we're supposed to do the right things and get prepared so we can be the butterfly. A butterfly is a high vibrational animal. You know what I'm saying? The violet on the light spectrum, the violet. That's where we supposed to be aiming to go. You know what I'm saying? But we about to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? This was another episode of Facts Over Feelings. It's about about electrical beings, about us being electrical. You know what I'm saying? We are electrical beings. Electricity is all around us. Electricity is us, you know? But yeah, that's a wrap. Catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Facts Over Feelings. We out.